I'm Mary Wolford, the Senior Director of Development at the UNM College of Education and Human Sciences, and I'm here today with Professor Jay Parks.
The department supports well-being in a very holistic way because, again, we've got folks who work with nutrition, folks who work with families, folks who work with mental health, folks who work with schools and schooling. And so we support well-being in rather a holistic way. And we care about the relationships people have. We care about the food they eat, the family dinner time they have, and how they interact with schools and schooling. So we address that in a rather comprehensive way. And we put together this notion of a newsletter that we would offer thoughts from ourselves and things we've seen out and about relative to our fields that might be of some use to New Mexicans during this time. We deliberately crafted something that we would be able to deliver, but also something that would provide New Mexicans with support and help for their own well-being from our areas of expertise at this time.
What is the goal of the newsletter?
The goal of Wellbeing at School and at Home in New Mexico is to provide New Mexicans with information, support, assistance as they navigate all of the different issues at this time. And as we've worked with it over and over again, the idea of hope has come up. We offer to New Mexicans hope that we can maintain our well-being during this time, and hope that we can continue to be well and stay well as we go forward.
The newsletter says that the pandemic is a marathon, not a sprint. What do you mean by that?
I think a lot of us in March, when we first shut down so many things, sort of had this mindset that, well, we just need to hunker down and we just need to let this pass over us, and then we'd spring right back. And we certainly at this point know that's not the case. And so in terms of our well-being, we attend to our well-being differently if we're thinking about a short-term need versus a long-term need. And so now we really need to be thinking about all aspects of our well-being in a long-term way. In other words, sprinting techniques aren't going to work. We need to think about the long haul. So it's not just about what we're going to eat for supper tonight, and what we're going to feed our family, but how we're going to think about nutrition for the next 6 months or a year, or how we're going to think about our relationships. So many of us are isolated from our extended family and friends. And so how do we now nurture those relationships when we know it may be a long time before we are physically in the same space together? But that doesn't mean that there aren't things we can't do. But one of the main areas that we cover in every issue is the heading, it's a marathon, not a sprint.
It's been great to hear more about the newsletter and the work of the department today. Thank you, Jay, for being with us.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to talk to you, and we're thrilled by this work. And I'll say to you and to everybody watching, be well.